onto our shores. Right now, the most major problem we have right now, and this administration is so invested in working on it, which is so good, is crime. Because of it, the people them are use against we overseas to tell the people them say, no, come here. Too much crime there. You understand? So when we see the numbers that are being put out there, the reduction of last year,
Yeah,
we need to work on keeping that going. Because once we have these people, I remember, you know, even though we are get the internationals for coming, you know, we want back our people to, you know, all of them people who are over foreign and them only for money, you know, we want them to come back here, you know, Jamaican them, you know, and come invest, you know. You understand? And enough of them attacks, so them afraid. So we, as a nation, have to understand, so we have to invest as much as how the government are investing in a fight against crime. We have a role to play as citizens, and we must do it too. But yo, things good, bro. This is the best me ever see. Jamaica, ever. People have too much good things I say, we don't want them stop saying.
Dark aside. This morning, normally me no wrong pan things, you know. This morning me da run down Black King about Walker. So me say, you know what? But police brethren were tapping at the police. Me call. And when the man lay out what Walker is and what they are doing and how them structure, how them fund it, me I say, you know, so the crime for that area, I go down even more. Just based on what Walker is equipped to do and the powers them Walker to do and the powers them have, and just the resources in terms of equipment and surveillance and it's like a Jamaica version of the FBI. So, you know, just a whole heap of things are going on with the crime. And the people of corporate, brother, that are the thing, you know.
The Jamaican and the Jamaican version of FBI, brother.
Yeah, man, you're right. You're right.
You know? Yeah, man.
You're right.
And the Jamaican version of FBI, that. Yes, sir.
You're Black King, called Zeus. I see one brother named Zeus Bernard jump on one of the live. Yeah, jump on Chuck live not too long ago. And the man come back for me again and come talk about corruption in a JCF and rare. What them not understand, you know? Corruption is something that was derived from the Draconian times where the leaders don't know them. They stand their behavior. And it trickle down.
Listen,
so
let me say,
you know,
let me tell you.
mention Mocha. You never say better Black King, Jamaica FBI.
Let me tell you this. There is the police, the police are get away right now where they're employing new people. A lot of the young person that will come out of high school or come from university and go into the police force now. You know what their sole role is? Is to investigate police officer within the police force. I feel them role that right now. So I don't want people think that the police force sit down on them backside and do not them. They recognize what is going on within the force and they are doing something about it. I know some local, you know, regular police officer them having them in that department. I deal with them thing now. They've got people in there, capable people who is patriotic to Jamaica, who wanna root out the police them that is out there doing corruption. There are people there are root it out. I know of instant when man get them one friend in a, you know, make them one friend get sink because him decide to say, yo, not because you're my friend, man nah take up the foolishness for you. I'm gonna investigate it and I'm gonna write it up the way I meant to write it and submit it.
And Black King, let me interject here. Good afternoon, everyone who I haven't talked with as yet. The force, the constabulary force, has greater respect now for the government.
Much greater.
This man keep on under this man. Sorry. Yes, so they have greater respect for this government. And if I can see where this government is allowing me to not only be able to eat chicken, but now I can eat some mutton and I can eat some oxtail whenever I feel like. And I can go and purchase a house or two whenever I feel like. And I can decide that, listen, I want a new vehicle. I had one last year. I mean, I like how I'm going to sell it and I buy one next one. They are now appreciating this government, and so the mandate that this government has given them, they individually decide, say, listen, we'll look out for the betterment of this party because this party is looking out for us. So if it means that my brethren are going to cause me not to inherit what I'm inheriting now, me are going to let him go. And that is what has been happening for the few years that we noticed in the JCF. And guess what? We have some sleeping comrades in the JCF. And they need to go. Because for one, I think they're the ones that have added to the crime in this society. Because they either turn a blind eye or they're the contributing factor to the crimes. So these sleeping comrades are what we need to get rid of out of the JCF as well. But hey, the work has begun and we're getting results. And the only thing can happen is that it's going to get better. It's going to get better. The other thing that I want to shed light on too is Peter Bunting come out the other day and talk about if he had the resources that Dr. Chang has, he would have done the crime rate would have gone even lower. Serious? But I didn't come with it. Come on, you couldn't do shit.
You're breaking up.
And this Dr. Chan, sorry, I'm driving. Dr. Chang actually showed them up. Dr. Chan showed up that they haven't been doing anything at all. They didn't care about us Jamaicans. But this government
And the
cares.
fact that
And so that is why this government has invested so much more money into the Ministry of National Security. It goes to show that he cares about Jamaicans. And it's not a matter about loving the poor. He cares about everybody. Poor, rich, indifference, everybody. So I beg to question, comparing the two governance, why would I want them to come back into government when they haven't showed me that they're capable of managing this country well? When they haven't showed me that 18 and a half years they have collected taxpayers' money and we haven't seen anything being done with it. But this government has only used 8 years and made so much difference. Is this a magician? Is the Prime Minister a magician?
Look, so. Yes, he is.
Philippe, we can play it now.
So
They could have done it. So why
hold
didn't
on.
they do it?
So it shows.
They didn't do it because
Philippe, play
Hold on.
this
I
up
don't
now.
think she's finished. Hold on. She's having internet problem. Or is it me?
Okay.
Okay,
I think it's you.
I
Yes.
thought you were speaking still.
Continue.
Yes, I was,
No,
but I
and
lost
it
my train of
shows.
thought.
Sorry about that.
Oh,
But I just want to say, case for that
sorry about that.
Peter
But
Philippe.
it also shows that they are not good at managing the economy.
It's not
They are not they can't manage the economy. They can't grow it. Yeah. So they won't have the money to put
But they demonstrate that every time they are in power.
to fund the police and all of that. Yeah. They have never put aside anything to fund the hard trust so youth can be trained, have proper skills training. They've never looked at the elderly and say, okay, let's have a social pension for those who, the poor and vulnerable people. And no, we have that. They've never set aside for anything tangible for persons who reach age 18 and no longer on the PAD program. They did no planning at all, and we are seeing where this government now has put that all in place. We have the social pension for the elderly. We're funding arts. We're paying people to be trained in various skills, right? We have a
But
program now when you leave, you come off path, right? We're funding agriculture. We're investing in agriculture even more.
and another thing
So
in
they've
education,
always proven themselves to be incompetent.
yes, Philippine, another thing in education, the 2.5 billion that's set aside for people
For
to
scholarship
for
for
scholarship
people in the public,
in the
yes,
science
for
in the
scholarship. If
science
you want to be a
department,
doctor, if you
nurse,
want to be a
a
nurse, if you
pharmacist,
want to
a
be a
pharmacist,
dentist, a pharmacist, anything in the
scientific field.
in the medical field. Yes. Well, you're not looking at JIS and the OPM mark. You're not looking at the news there. You're not watching the news. You're not watching JIS. You're not reading their documents because all of these are there.
No, Mark cannot seem to attend to our side.
And if
So
and if
seemingly,
you
just
go
seemingly.
to the Ministry of Labor and inquire about this program, you will be able to get information on the social pension. You'll be able to get information about the Jamaica State Hope Trust Fund. If you go to the
Philippians.
Ministry of Education, you would hear about the $550 million scholarship available. If you call the Ministry of Health, you will hear about the Barry Wind scholarship. That is the $2.5 billion scholarship. You will hear about the $2.5 billion water project for Westmoreland, Hanover, etc. There is so much that is happening. Are you searching for the right
Philippians,
information?
hold
On
on. Me not cut
credible
you. Remember what
website?
you say. Darker side. That boy there PMP, you know, go on him page and look at him page.
Mark,
Oh, the rascal. I
who
big
that?
dirty PMP, go on him page and look on him page.
Who
Mark
that?
put up on him page, big. Boy, Mark.
I
Why
phone
you
that
over
man.
the man over your man?
Then you pick up when phone costs in a fast the man. You should pick up man. Man, dismiss him moderators, dismiss this comrade, please.
Him for go man.
Stay, make him stay. I'm not
Yeah,
learn.
see,
Make
I'm
him
listening.
stay. Yeah,
But he
man,
cannot
No
make
hear
him
him, you
stay.
problem.
know. He cannot
I
hear him,
don't have no
shame
Yeah,
too.
man, let
problem
him
with
make him
them.
learn
Them
some
can
things, man.
see.
Oh, leave him, make him
Make
learn.
him stay. Because here him say him
We
never
don't
know
let's see as
about
long as they are not
information.
being
A lie my tell. And then
and you
first we
see
are
as long
Oh,
engaged
as
let
with
me
they are
him.
put
not
it to
being
certain things, you know.
rude
My
and
man,
Because
he
them
might
I want to
much
learn,
about
they learn
PMP, man. He
something
listen,
might go
guys,
with
for
man.
change
No
them life.
part in him, man.
guys,
He can't change. He can't
guys,
change.
hold on, guys. You see as long as they're not being rude and disrespectful, them can't steer. Me can't ignore them.
But Mark, why you do
As
what
long
you
as they're
do?
not being
Why
rude
you do
and
what you do, Mark?
disrespectful.
You
All
know
right.
see what Jamaica up to towards. Why you do what you do? Why you support Mark going into your name, Mark? Stop what you do, man. Stop what you do, man.
I'm green light. You can go ahead now and play the clip.
You so easy at
Yeah,
all.
let him steer. Make him steer. We not have him at the back. No, make him steer. Green light, you may go ahead and play the clip if nobody else has any. Right.
Man, be just careful what you say over there. Simple. Once him not disrupt
Green
the thing,
light.
man. Make it stay.
Green light.
No man, we care about Jamaica, no, my brother. Me a patriotic Jamaican. And any man with it against patriotism, me I am a brother. Nobody tell me so.
The politics, it is incontestable that the country has a problem with governance, how we award contracts, how we hold people accountable in performing terms of how we are open and transparent. And that's not unique to us. But we know we have a problem. And that is why we have issues to do with building permits and what is allowed and how those permits are monitored. That's why we have those issues. That is why we have the concerns over the Integrity Commission. All having to do with governance and fighting corruption. But corruption comes in several forms. Several forms. And when I read the letter of January 10, 2025, to Comrade Lawrence Rowe, from the President of the People's National Party, Mark Golding, I was frankly astounded. I'm astounded on several fronts. Mark Golding has a 50-50, possibly a chance, probability of becoming Prime Minister of this country before the end of the year. Yes, he has a good chance of forming government before the end of the year. Therefore, he's under greater scrutiny in how he conducts the affairs of his political party, whose personnel he will have to call upon to form government and run and conduct government. So how he manages those people, personnel, human resource talent, is a good measure of what kind of prime minister he could possibly be. And here we are, so close to the elections, and Mr. Golding has committed to writing this letter of January 10. In the letter, he said to Lawrence Rowe, quote, "You will recall that when the Integrity Commission of the party had not approved you as fit and proper to proceed as a candidate, I had nevertheless decided that you should be given the chance to do so." In other words, his own Integrity Commission, his own Integrity Committee, whose principal mandate is to investigate, inquire, research, and to make a recommendation to the party on all its candidates. And during that process, the PNP's Integrity Committee found that Lawrence Rowe did not meet their fit and proper threshold criteria. He couldn't satisfy them that he was a fit and proper person to be nominated to be a parliamentary candidate for the 87-year-old party or 80-odd-year-old party. He didn't make the cut. And according to Mr. Golding's letter, fit and proper reasons. But then, Mr. Golding, in a stunning line, "Nevertheless, I decided that you should be given the chance to do so. However, the deplorable condition in which you have left the constituency office, after removing your installed windows and doors, together with your stated insistence that you will leave the party if you are not the candidate, make me realize that the Integrity Committee were right. And then he goes on. As previously discussed, if you do, and what is that do? You go ahead and earn political capital by supporting the party's candidate in the constituency. Yeah, you will be afforded the opportunity to use your considerable talents to play a meaningful role in the next PNP government. So a man who could not meet the threshold, the fit and proper threshold to be a candidate for parliament, you're offering him a position in government. And what is that position? According to Mr. Rowe, that position, based on Mr. Rowe's Facebook posts on December 30, he said, this happened on December 30. The Facebook posts were done last Saturday. The General Secretary called to inform me that the party leader had committed to the following: one of 13 Senate appointments, board membership at a housing agency, and $15 million in resources. $15 million in resources. Interesting choice of words. Resources, not cash. So it could be a blend of cash and materials and whatever. Time for the break. Let me pick it up after the break.
And I can't actually break, man. Carry break. Good, I'll get little longish. Hello? Everybody gone?
No, we're here. We are here, green light.
Me and some
But that
can't
thing
talk
that
in
could
break,
have
and I'm
sleep.
so I can't talk to the breaks.
But
If
when,
you
when you
guys
listen to when you listen to Cliff, it is basically the same thing we have been stating.
Yeah.
It's a straightforward situation. It's not something that
Can't
is
have to play.
rocket science.
Can't have to play no more, because we hear everything and we know everything, you know.
Yeah, man, we're not on a rocket science. It's straightforward. It's straight till they can't straight no more. We understand more what is happening in relation to these persons, and boy, it just push me for us continue on our road, on our route. You know, it makes us stronger. We have stronger arguments now. You know what I mean? So we have to just utilize these factors and deal with the thing accordingly.
Yeah,
What's up,
this really
Busto?
deep, though. It's really deep.
May I agree with that 1000%, sir.
This really deep. To see what we're up against for this election. Yeah, that's why this election yeah, is very crucial. We have to know what we are doing.
But it is crazy to see these things happening before your eyes, you know. And people still defend them man, you know. So when you defend people like them, what are you defending? You don't want Jamaica to be good, brother. Or what kind of Jamaica you look forward to?
Or defending corruption.
That's how we want to get rid of Casco. That we get rid of now. We need to get rid of that out of our system. If we don't do that, we're not going to expect to be no greater than we are at this present time. We're going to get worse. We'll start to decline. it is just appalling to see, how people. You may understand how you feel about your party. You feel how you feel.
Black King. Black King?
Yeah.
Me add him, me
Add
add him
Classic.
already.
Oh,
Me
yeah,
add
add
him
him.
already.
Okay, Phil. Okay.
Okay. Accept classic. Accept. Who it has say connected?
Mark,
Hold on.
Mark, let me tell you something. Go over your people, go tell them your opinion and give them your best advice. And we want it. And them need it.
Hold
And
on. Me I
really
try
need the
to
best
add.
advice.
Classic. Click the box.
So you go tell the people them that, Mark. I'm sorry, but the wrong place they dispatch your information. The wrong people. Wrong address. Yeah, man. Wrong address,
Oh,
my boy.
no, but you know, see how we must have to pick Gusto. Ooh,
You know,
you sure
No,
about
me
that?
not call the name
say
either. I not call the
he
name.
say
All I go to Mark
no,
is
but
I can be saved.
you are
Philippians, look for him
you are
comment now.
end.
Look for him comment.
Yeah. He must say the PMP need to re-select a party leader. My pick is Lisa Anna, but him have Mark
Lisa
Golding
Anna,
on him
but
page
Lisa Anna is not
endorse.
available to him.
Member says Mark Golding
No,
kick out
Mark
Lisa
distract,
Anna.
you know. Mark come for
Member,
distract.
No,
hold
Mark
Mark
not
come
on.
for
distracted.
distract,
No,
you
no,
know.
no,
No,
no.
hold
Mark not
on.
distracted
No.
bandit. Mark
Mark
not
not
distracted
distract me.
bandit.
May I say, member say it is Mark Golding who kick out Lisa Anna out of the party. Go ahead.
Leave the money
Classic, Classic,
never
come up to
refuse.
say something.
Hey, greetings, people. So, Mark, me really want to talk to you know. That honestly want Mark in a box. I mean, I invite him all not to
Mark,
know
you
him.
can come in at the
I
back.
mean,
If you
ask
not come
so
in at the
many
back,
people
I'm
for
going to mute you.
no one thing coming out of the box, man.
See
I
me
mean,
box here,
money a
Mark.
box,
Me I lend you my box. Me I lend you my box, Mark. As soon as you're ready, you
Yeah,
just gesture and I
from
comment and me
last
give me
night,
box.
me a Mark to and from, to
May I
and
give
from
him
because
mine? May I give him
he put
mine?
up
Hold
so
on, may I
many
give him mine?
posts.
Yeah, man, Mark. What box
Do you
there for
guys
you,
think
boy?
Mark
Or your
Mark can
jaw,
be
you can
saved?
take one. Now your
Mark
face.
seems like he can be saved.
Yeah, man, you can be saved. Because I'm out of box there for him. Boy, in the head, he can't take it. Forward, Mark. We're not trouble here, man. Just forward like a chat.
But while my Mark make up in mind, last night me dey on Tug live in after one day. And there was this guy named Vibes Machine. I make me tell you, y'all, Mark have a laugh of time to a man make a mess of himself. Mark have a laugh of time. And the whole of them are come ready. So yes, Mark can be saved. But him just a move headstrong. So Mark come up and jump to
Mark.
talk.
Remember, Pastor Ward, they say, if you walk away, Mark, mind the door,
Yeah.
mind heaven door close by your Mark. Come and be saved, Mark.
This is easy.
Mark,
Mark, you cannot
find
know
and
that
call
the
you.
people are stealing and you agree with it. If you agree with it, it means that you're a thief too. And I'm sure you don't
People
like to
are
be
still it. Nobody
classified
not
as
be
a
hostile to
thief.
you. Shame your shame. Sure, we see you no shame and come up in the box, but nobody
Mark,
not
there is
hostile to
no
you. Right.
hostility, Mark. Mark, we are
Mark,
inviting you up. You
is
don't
my
hear
voice
nobody at the...
hostile?
Mark, tell me something, Mark. From last night, me and you the two I'm from. But at any point have I been hostile to you? Come up, man. Come on, make we talk.
Man. Stop it, man, and be a man, man. Don't be a thin skin girl, man. Get into the box and come out of your feelings, brother.
Mark, I can assure you, brother, no one will be hostile to you up here. Come up, brother.
Me can vote, so me
No,
not
man,
do
no,
it.
we're not gonna be hostile to you, brother. Where you go? He's gone. He should have a good day. Oh, I can manage hostility. Yeah. Be a big man and come up and say, listen, I'm gonna go in the line. Then even if you think there's gonna be hostility and prove, let we prove you wrong.
Mark, if I'm afraid I go get hostile, I come down into the box. If you're afraid me, I'll get hostile, I will come down. But come chat with Classic. You know, this track we, I don't want nobody feel you this track. We have a reason why we want to talk with you. All right, move along, Saints. Move along. Press along.
So the $3 trillion that they said is unaccounted for, right? Does that mean the $1 billion that is in question is a part of that $3 trillion?
Yeah, man. It's really the PMP I talk about, you know. This money about part of it to all crook them. But info, big up yourselves, sir.
You know, I always analyze them. Whenever you see they come out and they criticize certain things and they pass their allegations, I always surmise that is their own honestness they're referring to. But because they want us to not focus on them, they try to do the blame game and turn it on the government. But it's their dirty linen they were trying to cover up and creating some sort of distraction. But one thing I've learned when you're digging a hole, you dig two. Because the hole that you might set for this government will be the sure one that you fall in. So, sorry for them. Marco, we have to accept the fact that this matter is a PNP matter. But the good thing is that we're privy to this information, and so we can use it now to determine proper governance. Because if you have a small entity, a small group of people that you are supposed to lead, and you are failing miserably, where you're even not able to unify that group, then how is it you will be able to manage and lead 3 million plus people? We have to be questioning these things, you know.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So, Classico, it is not a PNP matter. It is a public affair now. And the question we must ask the PNP where they would get state funds from to give the gentleman 15 million, and how the gentleman would get the 15 million, if it is out of party funding or out of CDF money. And who would provide those 15 million? Because politics carry corruption and we have an integrity commission. So the main fact we should focus on is the integrity commission to probe this matter. If we listen to Clifford closely, Mark Golden have an obligation to come and tell the country why he was doing this. He has an obligation. Just like how they collect traffic gura money in 2007 or 2005. It's the same. So this kind of money resemble the traffic gura money, but in other different ways.
Info, 18.5 years, 22 years. Where did taxpayers' money go? What was it used to do? Based on what we are hearing today, we can align it with the 18 years governance and see where the taxpayers' money went. Because if it's a case where public funds is being used to enrich members of the party, then what does that speak about the party?
Sticky finger PMP, every time an election is near at hand, them have money worries. Money worries PMP. Yes, sir. I
We're
agree
not
with you.
supposed to. Hmm.
No, Max say taxpayer money go to Klansman gang members. I tell Max say yes. And there's some man, Norman Scott and Angela Brownberg, all of them put their money. You know, and they invest taxpaying dollars. Yes. And in return now, people become victims. I have to vote for PMP. Yeah, man.
Mocha, do your job, Mocha.
Me. Put your hands together, people, for what we call me. Me, you're on the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for me as he takes the stands. Me, you want to testify, boy?
Dimi, what's up then? Just me. Hi, how you doing, Marshall? Big up yourself. Listen, you see what's going on right now? What we are talking about? These people, I don't understand. You know, I for once agree with what Info just said about IC need to come in and investigate it. We need to hear more from Mark Golden as to where he plan to get that money from, and is that legal for him to do anyway? Is it
Morning, morning.
legal for?
Sorry about that. I was in the office talking with my mic.
Okay, they may
Sorry
big
about
go into them. I say your arrival late after them a big old. Sure.
that. When you're big, your introduction have to come early.
Right,
Half
right.
hour before you arrive. Go ahead,
Okay,
Dandy. When you
Dimi.
finish, we come in.
No,
No,
man,
no, I was just
take the
you're
stands.
oh
Come
man,
testify
no.
against the PMP. Come and testify against the PMP. What have you witnessed, Mr. D?
Well, on a personal note, I have said it this morning. I didn't hear anybody respond to it at how I was expecting. But I would hope that the Jamaica Labour Party would have started a town hall campaign against the corruption that is taking place in the People's National Party. I remember when the man at Phillips inquiry had taken place immediately after the close of the man at Phillips. KD Knight and his entourage did not let it cool, but they went on the road on a tour around Jamaica until one of their supporters almost dead for hungry, telling Jamaican people how corrupt Bruce Golding was. But now we, the Jamaican people, or the Jamaica Labour Party, is playing the boasty boy, playing the Mr. Nice boy. We need to take the message to the street and show the Jamaican people where Jamaica is falling short because of this corrupt opposition and their plan to reap more out of the Jamaican people for self benefit. We need to expose them for who they are. Now is not the time to sit down because we can't wait until this gets stale. Then we are going to bring it up back. We need to put pressure on them. We need to
Yeah,
put that
man, this have to
fire.
burn up my throat, man. Me and them this when it hot, man. Me nah name this when it cool. This have to burn up my throat and scotch it, man. Me and them this a food ya hot. Hot
And
out
it
type
can't,
pot.
and it can't live up to just us. It can't live up to just us as bloggers on here to be running with this. The, these people need to be exposed and exposed at the highest level. That's my few words for now. I don't know what
Yo,
you
welcome everybody.
I don't know what you you people are saying about it, but this is what I personally believe.
Yeah, my brother.
Good day, good day.
Jaim.
Yes,
Everybody.
Jai.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, respect.
Yeah, man, love and respect, man. Just a stop by, come see Eli on my FYP.
You're naturally spotted by your FYP.
Yeah.
All right, people. So if you type in the chat and say hashtag FYP, I did it does in. So when you see we are doing it, we not do it out of no, like just for fun. At least we do it for. So actually when you see how a live going and you want to send it on the FYP, somebody teach us the style and it actually work with you. So I could hashtag FYP and see a testimony here. I'm glad Jaim come do it. Come be a testimony. So Jaim, you know it's a current affair to talk about, yeah. So you must hear a few of the discussion before our part of it.
You're part type, man.
And you come up because you want to have an input to the conversation because you
Yeah.
love your
Feel free to
country.
hear your views, man.
Yeah, man, that's right, man.
Yeah.
All right. Take a floor, man. We talk all day about current affairs and you is a new person. So we give you the chance to voice your say in relation to Jamaica current political affairs. More like the dirty PMP colors that them a show we are talk about, you know what I mean?
Yeah, me not really take part in a political thing, you know, because I'm young, you know, my mother doing something, you know.
Okay, how old you be doing, G?
Me I'm 17 now,
And when you got 18, sir?
this year.
Okay, so you can go up on the voters list here, me. Which parish you live in at?
St. Catherine.
St. Catherine, you don't have to tell us the exact address, but we're in St. Catherine.
Olaba.
Oh,
So, Jaim,
want me your MP?
Mm-hmm.
Jaim,
All right.
with no disrespect to you, Jaim, there is a guideline here on TikTok, and you have already stated your age, and that can be a violation for the for Black King program. So unfortunately, I don't think you reach your age to participate. Sorry.
But you can listen along on the For You
Okay.
page. You can continue to enlighten yourself about your country's current affairs. Because you ought to be aware of your country's current affairs. So though you might not be legally ready for TikTok, you're still legally ready to stay in tune with current affairs of your country. Same thing what you call politics. But you know why you get turned off, me not use the word politics. So just like when you hear the word say current, and the next one say affairs, two of them together, current affairs meaning no happenings, things will happen in the country now. As a citizen of the country, you ought to be aware, especially since you soon start vote, and you must learn to vote based on policies where you see a benefit your country and so on. You know, if you vote because of what you get personally. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, me know,
once,
man.
yeah, man. But say a few things that you want to say before you dig off, because you done the boy already. Just say a few and dig off.
Just keep being positive, man, though pretty negative of things, man. Because I know a place around at so.
My boss, stay out of trouble. You hear about heart, you done high school.
Six for me, I don't know, because I play football.
Okay.
Yeah. And where you desire to become beside the football? In the case football don't work. And where you desire to become?
I will, da.
Oh, and your school where you go now, you do it in the vocational area or you not
Yes.
offer it?
Me do it in a vocational, me do it as an option. Yeah.
Wonderful. So guess what?
Vocational.
So while you do it in the school, you're aware of Harchus NTA and the benefits that it offers to youth like you who want to get enrolled, right, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay. You must employ your fellow friends, my boss, to get aboard and join you whilst we build Jamaica together. You know what I mean? Because hard did they feel right to come out of high school enhance your skills qualification and turn
Yeah,
you into a boss of yourself
yeah,
and
man.
therefore you're
While
not
I'm
going to
paying
seek
a big pay.
sympathy. Yes.
Let me ask
Yes.
Jaime a question
Yes,
now.
sir.
Let me ask Jaime two questions. Jaime, which school you attend?
Me attend Teachers Golden High School.
So and you say you're a footballer.
Yeah.
You're a big baller or small baller.
Big man.
Eh?
But
What
me not really
what you
play
play? What you play?
mm, midfielder.
Midfield. Okay, okay, cool. And Jaime are your right name.
Yeah.
So next year, this year, right? This year coming, it's going to start September. If I write down the name now, I'm going to look up Tertius Girl, then I'm supposed to see the name Jaim come up, right?
My school not really big in a football thing, you know, sir.
Uh,
That's what.
Boy, you have manners, do boy. You go far to Ras, cause you have manners.
all right, so
That
uh,
was so
just,
easy, you know.
just keep it going and just be positive, see all right? So we're not going to keep
Uh,
it too long.
Jaim,
But,
before you leave, Jaim, I just want to say to you, as a young man, that the future of Jamaica and the world at large belongs to you. And so, therefore, it is important as a young man to be aware and conscious of the friends that you keep, right? You keep
Yes,
friends with
sir.
people that are positive and are thinking about a future. If I don't know if you are, well, you are a sick farm, so that means that you must have some CXC passes. Whenever you
Yes,
finish
sir.
sixth form, you must keep your option open. Whether you are thinking about going to university for higher learning, or if you want to pursue a career in welding, as you say. It's a good career choice to become a good industrial welder, because at this moment, the country lack good industrial welders. But at the same
Yes, sir.
time, you can go to UTech after high school and do industrial welding at UTech at the degree level or the associate degree level. And if you can't afford to go into university right after high school, you can use art as an option and as a platform to acquire that skill, and art also offer that skill area up to the associate degree. Okay, young man?
Yes, sir.
Jaim, before you leave, I have to tell you
Be
this.
positive.
Prime Minister today of Jamaica, Andrew Holness, Dr. Andrew Holness, is the reason why you would have said mathematics, English language, and information technology, and you never have to pay for it. You never did know that, don't you?
Yeah, my school tell me.
Your school tell you.
Say government take care of them.
No, I'm not, me
Yeah.
specifically tell you who pioneered the policy while he was Minister of Education. It's a policy that remains today Andrew Holness policy when he was Minister of Education. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, man. And you see the thing where you call manners where you have my boss, let me tell you something, man. You have it all right so far. You have manners, you have determination, and you have education. Boy, if you got the real and do something else different, would that be, boy, that must shame on yourself, my general. So just go and keep the thing upright, do the right thing. And let me tell you, don't get distracted at the elder tell you here, so just go on. And the road now go always smooth, but never yield, never give in.
Yes, sir.
And Jaim, just to end, we here, we are making the decision for your future. And that is why we are lamenting that we have to make sure people go out and vote for the Jamaica Labour Party come election day, because this party looks out for you, me, and everybody. This party looks out for your future. Okay? So we, if you stay and you
don't let us
continue
keep
to
him any
listen,
longer here.
we make sure,
See me,
DB,
man, him good, man.
we make sure that the policies that this government presents are the ones that are beneficial for you. And so when you get older and you can make your decision on your own to go out and mark your X, I want for you to make a decision concerning your future. You don't make a decision on the now, you don't make a decision on your pocket, you make a decision on your future, because whatever policies are put in place should be able to make you better tomorrow. Okay? So that what I want for you to also do, go and
Yes,
do
sir.
your research. You have the time now. You can go and do your research, make the comparison on the two parties, because hey, you are tomorrow's future, and you'll also have to make this decision like what we will be making come election day. All right?
Yes,
Hey,
miss.
your followers be it high, man. So you have to go follow we, and when you follow the host, and we follow you. Why? The type of desire we have. We have the information, the motivation, and everything to lead you forward. Whilst we might go ask you with behavior sometime where you know about, we still remain positive with information. So what we're going to ask if we do, follow us, and we're going to follow you. And whilst you do
Yeah,
that, we just
me
still wish you
follow
the
you
best
all
in
on it.
general, because we realize you have a high volume of followers, and that is good.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep it up, young man, and be positive.
Me follow you
Take
all
care.
on it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, big up, man. Enough respect and thing here.
Yes, sir.
Homage, man. Follow the host, though. Follow the host. Yeah.
Yeah, me follow you all on it, man.
All right, my boss guidance for the gravel. Anyway, you put your 2 foot them here, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good, sir. Boy, man, I tell you, what a boy.
You know,
Tell you,
what I want for us to understand is that the other side, they have created groups in schools. They may not call it PNP, but they have created different groups and clubs in schools, and they have been brainwashing many students from the tender age. So when they get older, because they're already brainwashed, they're not able to make decisive and good decisions when it comes on to who should govern the country. And that is why I said to him, use the opportunity now to do your own research. I did that. When I was his age and even a little younger, I compared the two. Me read up on Siaga long time, me read up on Bustamante, me read up on Norman, me read up on Michael, and I was able to make my decision without the influence of my parents.
Wonderful. Good to
So
hear.
I am imploring him to do the same, because sometimes you take word of mouth and then later on you say, if me didn't know. But when you read on your own and you can decipher things on your own and you make that decision, then nobody can come change your mind so easy, because you know the facts, you know where we're coming from, you know where we are now and where we're going. So that is why I use the opportunity to encourage him to do that.
Actually still listening, so that's good. Keep encouraging him, man. Because,
You
yeah,
know,
respect your Jaim. You're really good to know. You see, we they have to save the society for you. You hear that? Are you we have saved Jamaica for? Remember, good.
you
I will
know,
tell you
All right, guys,
already,
we
God,
got
no
we
remember
got a
doing
new
you.
person in the box. We got another
Yeah,
new
man,
person in the
done it.
box.
Garnet.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Hello to everyone. I was just get a phone call. All right, as I join. But anyway,
Mm.
I want to ask some question. Me I straight labor right already, so we're not talk about that. Me have a step um niece in Jamaica that need help to get into the health program. She went to high school and graduated with a few subjects,
Mm-hmm.
and she went to sixth form. She wanted to be a doctor, but she don't have any help.
No man, that
So
is easy. That is easy,
Yeah,
Garnet.
come on, Philippian, hold on a Winston. Philippian, you know we do this collectively. Whilst we can do it, but you do it better, you and Casco,
Yeah
we be
man.
best able to advise her. You and Casco.
yeah,
Invite
me
a
want
Philippine. Yeah.
she I live abroad, but she live in Jamaica, and she was adopted, and her mother passed away, so she don't have nobody, but she very bright.
Okay, Miss Grant. Philippine will address you.
Okay,
Okay.
so the Barry Wind Scholarship will be open July. Will be open July. So it will
Mm-hmm.
run from like July 1st until the 30th of July or the 31st of July.
Well on, Casco,
So if
sorry.
she has
Hold on,
already,
Philippine, just a minute. There is a workshop for the 22nd and the 23rd of this month, you know.
yeah, there's a
The
workshop
Career
for
Expo.
persons, yeah, who want
Listen,
employment. Because remember,
if you
they're
have
going to
any
open the new
number,
hospitals and
I
so.
don't cut you. If you have any
Go
number
ahead.
that I could give to her, so she could contact someone there in Jamaica to get her onto the program.
So she would contact the Ministry of Health So there will be a website. There will be a website that she can apply on. So she will need like they will need a statement from her. They will need her acceptance letter. They will need her qualification and so. There
And
is
our
something else.
transcript.
They will need her
Transcript.
transcript. But I'm not staying long. I just come up to give you this information. So
Okay.
the scholarship will be open this July 1st, and yeah, it will run for about 30 days. So it's the
Okay.
Barry Wint scholarship. So the website is up. So if you go online and you type in Barry Wint scholarship, you will be able to see it. But you cannot submit an application right now. So what she would get up to $1 million each year for the next 4 years, because we're in year 1 now. It closed
Okay.
July, so it will open again this July. It closed July last year, and the new application period will be July this year.
All right. I will let her know because a certain politician was trying to help her, but she said they keep spinning her around and around until past the deadline. And
Okay, so there is also scholarship available at the Ministry of Education, over $500 million in scholarship at the Ministry of Education. Also, you can apply for scholarship at the Ministry of Finance. Also, private sector organizations do offer scholarships. So you
okay.
can check out NCB, Sagicor, all of these different private sector organizations.
And also student loan.
Is your
Yeah. Tell her about student loan as well.
Is she
Yeah,
willing to take student loan?
I'll have to ask her. I think she's willing to do anything to get ahead.
Okay, well you no longer need a guarantor, so
Yeah, I know that. I
can
told her
do
about that already. Because I listened
yes,
to the
so she
program.
can apply as
Yeah.
so she can apply for a student loan, but have her apply for all the scholarships
Yeah,
possible, because when they
and
see your credential, they're more likely to give you
to choose
scholarship.
it.
They'll see your credential, and if you're going through any hardship, they will give you the money.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
you can go online and type in Barry Wynn scholarship, and you will see it pop up. The website is there. It explains a lot.
I will give her these information.
All
That is
right.
there in
You can
Finland.
also get her to come to the site, you know. You can also get her to come on this on the thing. She can speak to people on here if she's not sure. And I'm
Yes.
quite sure one of these young lady will be more than willing and able to help her point her in
Okay.
the right direction as well.
Yeah, I'll let
Yeah.
her know. Yeah, but
Hold on.
All
the
right.
next thing I want to say on this platform too, I am a
Yes.
hardened laborite from birth. I from birth. My
Mm-hmm.
parents. I'm from Central St. Louis. And
All right.
what I notice in the going on with the PNP and my suggestion is this:
Can you
a
see
lot
my
of
hold on,
Jamaicans.
Miss
Yeah.
before
Yes.
you move on, look at my screen. You can make my screen big, please. Oh, hold on.
Yes. I'm
Oh
gonna
my, I'm
screenshot
trying to
it.
save it. Hold on. Can you see it? Okay, so you will get information right here, and this is the actual website for the. This is the $2.5 billion scholarship, right? Now, so the person supporting us,
Your
the
your your your, your
requirement.
um your audio quality though is low, so you'd have to hold the microphone closer.
Oh, sorry. So you have to have a GPA of 2.75 right here. The scholarship will cover the study for a maximum of 5 years only. the maximum